Warning. This video contains depressing and crushing losses. Please do not watch if you still have faith in online players or otherwise contain some form of hope. Continue at your own risk.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with Freddy Indoor Winner here, and today we are back with another tank review. It's another German tank, except this time instead of the super heavy VK101P mini mouse that we reviewed last time, we are doing the SP1C, which is the German Tier 7 light tank inside the line. And this video, it's gonna get a little bit depressing, just because, well, you'll see. Anyway, we're starting off on Derpenberg, or Erlenberg, or whatever you want to call it, something Berg, and we are doing the traditional light tank scouting run towards the frontal area of the heavy tank line. And this allows us to, I almost flipped there, spot any heavy tanks that are pushing into the town from over there that may be going a bit slowly. Unfortunately, an E25 manages to put a shot into us. I try to wiggle, dodge a shot from whatever else just shot at me. Keep moving, keep moving. I see a heavy tank there. I put a shot into him on the move, and then I hide behind this building. And as you can see, the SPIC is equipped with a 90mm. Yeah, it's 90mm. It does 220 average damage per shot, which means I can one-shot that HT. Oh, I could definitely one-shot him now. So it's got a very nice punchy gun. Unfortunately, it's not very good at sniping, so what you really have to do is you have to get into the thick of the action, because if you try to snipe from long range, as we may see later, it's very difficult because the shell velocity is incredibly horrible, and the aim time is not the best either. So I took out the HT number 6, and now I'm continuing to drive like an idiot, and I'm looking for shots on this Chi-Nu-Kai, but I get shot at from the side, so I decide to keep pressing forwards, and I'm going to keep talking a lot, apparently. So I drive through a building because it's very ugly, and then we decide to go hunting off after this T-29, and I try to be super sneaky here. He's not aiming towards me, but better safe than sorry. Go through the window, put a shot into him. Now I drive like an idiot again. I see he's down to a one-shot. I aim, and it bounces, of course, so I pull back, and artillery manages to take him out. I type in chat, nice shot, and I move on to the next target, which is the Chi-Nu-Kai, again. Dodge an artillery shot, and then I decide that the Chi-Nu-Kai is not worth it because I'm just going to get shot at from the opposite side because there's Max watching, so I decide to move farther away outside of the render range of most of the hill on the opposite side of the map. And I wait to see if the Chi-Nu-Kai will poke, which he doesn't. So I decide to keep moving because staying still is for cowards, and I see a nice juicy one-shot T-67 there. But I get distracted by the Chi-Nu-Kai again. I see a tiny shot I have here on the back, aiming, and manage to take him out just as he leaves my render range. Whatever, he comes unspotted. English good. So I continue driving around in circles, trying to figure out what I do next. I'm at up to 2 kills. I don't know how much damage I've done because I have the counter all messed up. What is wrong with the counter? 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, we're back, and I fixed it magically. Okay, so we continue driving. We see an E25 ram another E25, and I decide that that E25 has pretty much killed himself. And the score is still 5-5, but that changes pretty quickly. I'm looking for shots on this T-67. I'm completely alone right here. There's a KV-2 and an IS over to my right. Not a KV-2 anymore. I look for a shot on the 744. Yes! Ammo rack. Kind of lucky that that shot hit, much less ammo racked him. Okay, so I look for a shot on this T-67. Take him out. I'm up to 4 kills now very quickly. 4 out of the 7 kills on my team. That's pretty sad. I look to try to keep this IS alive for as long as I can. I put a shot into the Sherman Jumbo, and I can't help the IS again until I reload, but I look for a shot at the VK. Unfortunately, it misses. There you can see that inaccuracy. The IS goes down, but he manages to put a shot into the Sherman Jumbo first. I look for a shot on the Sherman Jumbo and managed to take him out. That was incredibly lucky as well. That's 5 kills now. I get hit from the back, so I have to move forwards and try to deal with this VK as quickly as I can. The E25 looks for a shot on me, but I hope that I could take out this VK before the E25 manages to close the distance between us. I try to encircle the VK. Unfortunately, the VK hits us once. I had knocked over a tree, which slows me down. I continue encircling him, but here comes the E25, and I realize that I have to kill this E25. He puts one shot into me. 2 shots into me. I take him out, but then the VK takes me out. 6 kills, 1,600 damage, 225 spotting. And my frustration in chat there, I can't do everything. I was really hoping that I would be able to take out that VK there, and I might have been able to win this game for us. But this KV1 had a great game as well. He's up to 3 kills, almost 4 in a second. No, he bounces, and he's up to 4 kills. And the Max on their team's up to 4 kills as well. And I say I carried so hard in chat there as I watch the rest of the team lose the game, and I'll just speed it up a bit here. M44, he's waiting for an opponent, and then he starts running away, and yeah, this was inevitable. And there you have it. That's the first game, and that is to set the tone of this tank review, gameplay review. And why I say that is because the game right after this doesn't go much better. And the reason I'm showing you these games, well, I'll just tell you next game. Okay, guys, we're back with game number 2, and this one's not much better. And I was still pretty upset about the last game at the time I did this game. As you'll see in chat in a second here, I'm typing right now, and yeah, there it goes. Last game in this was a Top Gun loss. So this game was the game I played directly after the last one. Let's play a bit better this time, team. So yeah, at this point I was still a bit pissed off at my last team. So I really wanted it to be better this time. So I decide, okay, this is going to be different. At the time I had XVM activated so I could see my team's stats. It was a good team, and I was confident that we could win. So I decide to go into the western part of Redshire, and I prepare to try to get a reset on the cap here. I look for shots on anybody who might be rushing here, and I get hit once by a Batchat, hit twice by a Batchat 12T, and I decide not to repair my tracks because I see I have a VK3101P as my meat shield in front of me. So I let my crew take care of my tracks back up. I look for a shot on the Batchat. Here's that really long aiming time. And then there you go. It tips completely, even though I waited about 4 seconds to aim that shot. And you could see how long it takes the shell to actually reach here. Yeah, it took forever. By the time I got there, the T-3485M was in cover and it bounces. Take another shot from the Batchat, and by now, and there you go, another tracking shot, no damage. And by now, I was really upset with the way things were going. I reloaded, keep aiming, but it's no use. I missed a shot on the Comet, and by this point, I'm pissed. And I'm like, okay, screw it, hero run. I decide to push forwards. They're on cap. 3 are on cap. But we have an entire army of our team over on this side, and we have to push the tempo. I don't know why I thought I could drive up the hill there, so I decided to drive backwards to try to play it off to make it look like I meant to do that. And push forwards into the bushes here, and I begin looking for flanking shots into the guys on the cap. Put a shot into the T-3485M. Of course, it doesn't reset at all. Oh, wait. Resets by 9. Whatever. So I see the T-34-3 out in the open, and I actually have the T-34-3, so I know that his aiming time and accuracy is completely horrible, so there's no way he's going to be able to aim in on my location, even if I am spotted here, and be able to take me out, even though I am a one-shot for him. I look for another shot in the T-34-85M. No idea where that one went. I pull back for another one, but the T-34-3 distracts me. I see him. He's starting to aim, but I know I can get out in time, and he shoots, and I know he has 11-second reload, so I can pull back and put another shot into him. And that time I had plenty of time to aim, so I put a shot into the T-34-3. He's down to a 2-shot for me. Now he's safely behind a rock, so I see if I could put a shot into anybody in the cap. But then I see he's poking out again. I look for a shot, but nope. Now I decide to wait until the T-34-3 is behind the rock, and then I go on my next hero run. T-34-3 is looking for a shot on me. I bounce off of him. I can't believe that hit at all. And now I push up to this next rock right in front of me here. I'm up to 458 damage and 180 spotting. It hasn't really been going that well for me this game, but we're losing 5-6. There's a Hellcat on my right I'm going to notice in a second here. Put one shot in the T-34-3. I go around the rock so that the Hellcat can't see me. I pull back. Hellcat puts a shot into me. I take out the T-34-3. I'm up to... That's one kill. 758 damage. I don't want to get hit by this Hellcat because he can one-shot me if he's using the 90mm. I look for a shot on him, but it misses. Artillery splashes me. And we're losing 6-8 now. Scores are going downhill. And our entire team is on this side of the map. We've got 2 in the cap circle. At first, I think, okay, maybe I'll be able to put some shots into these guys. I aim. I blind fire. It doesn't hit, or it just doesn't damage him. IS-3 is pushing forwards. We've got a T-34-2 left, but the rest of us don't really have that big caliber gun to be able to penetrate this guy. Looking for shots. I don't have any. I move forwards to try to get a shot into this Hellcat. Can't get one. I'm moving ridiculously slowly right now. I don't know why. So, I decide, okay, there's no way we're going to be able to cap in time. They're right on top of the cap. The cap's down to 0 again. The IS-3 is pushing in. We're losing 7-11. This T-34-85M is poking where he shouldn't be. You could see him taking ridiculous amount of damage. He's going to go down in a second here. Tiger 1's taking damage in the cap. Can't believe the T-34-85M's actually still alive. I decide to poke, look for a shot. That shot on the VK misses. I pull back again. I decide I should try to help the Tiger 1 if I can, because he's the only person left on the team with any health left. It's us and an artillery versus pretty much more than half the enemy team. IS-3 is pushing in. I go back on the ridge. I know I'm not going to be able to save the Tiger from everyone, but I can at least take out the IS-3 shooting on top of his turret there. Tiger P comes forwards. I see he has way too much health for us to counter. This Hellcat's a one-shot, but of course I low roll, leaving him on 10 health. I low rolled 30 below what the average roll is. I dodge an artillery shell. And now it's me and an artillery versus 7 enemies, and I type in chat, wow. Amazed at how unlucky I have gotten with my teams in the last 2 games. So I decide to try to go around and then head off anybody who might be coming around this side. And then after that, I planned on going after the artillery. I see a T-29. I finish him off. And I turn. And now, tracked by 1 artillery splash damage, I repair. I try to get out of the way as quickly as possible, but the second artillery shot splash finishes me off. And in chat again, gah, because that's my second game now with that kind of result. And at this point, I was really, really close to rage quitting, but I decided to try to give it one more go. Alright guys, here we go. The third and final Lawnmower SPIC replay that we have for this gameplay review, and you'll see why. This is actually my 3rd game playing this tank in a row. All of these replays are completely in a row. This is my 3rd game, and at this point, I was so incredibly close to rage quitting. And, well, it doesn't really end up any better. At this point, I started playing completely horribly. I was really, really not in a mood to even think strategically anymore. I have a shot on this guard, but I don't want to take it because I know if I do, he'll just spot me. And now I realize that I'm not really in the best camo spot, so I might have been spotted, so I pull back just in case. And I don't have 6th Sense on this thing. But that won't stop me. I knock over a bush and I prepare myself for my next spot. I decide to angle my tank forward, so if I have to run, I could just go straight down the hill. I spot a VK in the distance, and I start to pull back, but then I realize that his view range is probably bad enough that I could just shoot straight ahead and be able to remain unspotted. And the IKV-90B that's behind me is able to take him out. I tell him nice shot in chat, and I'm like, oh my god, we're winning 4-0. Oh, wait, never mind. 4-1. Hey, it's okay. We're ahead by 3 tanks. We still got an easy chance to be able to win this. And we're back on Erlenberg, Derpenberg, Inberg, or whatever. And I tell my team, get ready to push, because I realize that this guard is pretty much alone. So I make a hero run. I put 1 shot into him. I get below his gun. I try to get away, and I'm waiting for this Tiger and the VK to help me push, but nope. And I take a huge hit from the guard. And then I type in chat here, maybe? Maybe push? And it takes them a little while, and they put a high explosive shot into the guard there. I spot the KV-3. The KV-3 starts turning towards me. Spot the T-25AT. Miss a shot on the T-25AT. They're both distracted now, and they're aiming at me, but these tanks are still sitting there. I'm trying to give them as much chance as possible to be able to move forwards. And they're still sitting there. And now they're going for it, and I decide, okay, I've got to distract the KV-3 and the T-25AT to give them as much possible chance to be able to win that fight against the guard. But now the scores are 5-4. We haven't gotten a kill since the beginning of the game here. T-25AT is aiming at me. I dip below. T-25AT misses 4-8. And everyone, the guard's still alive. The guard finally goes down to the T-3485M. Now the T-25AT is pushing after me. He puts a shot into me. And I realize I have to deal with this T-25AT. And now it's the KV-3 surrounded by 3 of my friends. And I'm waiting for all those guys to take out the KV-3 so they can come help me with this T-25AT. And I see that the T-25AT might be going after my friend, so I decide to track him. And the KV-3 is taking out every single one of those tanks. They're all going after him one by one and getting taken out. I get taken out by the T-25AT, and the scores are ending at 6-10. And at this point, I just stop caring. I say, idiots in chat. And now I look at behind me and I see that KV-3 is still alive. And we lost, what is that, 3 tanks to be able to take out their 1 tank while I was distracting all of their support. We lost 4 tanks, and now it's just a matter of them cleaning us up. And long story short, that game was a loss as well. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that you guys had to deal with all of that, but I was really pissed at this point, and I didn't really want to play the SBIC anymore, so this is probably the last time I'll play the SBIC ever. This was actually the same game that got me enough experience to be able to unlock the next tank in the line, so hopefully my teams with that tank are a bit better than they were with this one, because this was definitely pretty depressing. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I didn't really talk much about the statistics of this lawnmower or anything like that, but I did warn you guys that I'm not much of a statistics guy. Can't talk. Statistics guy, and I'm really just out here to have fun, or whatever this was. And again, if I didn't warn you before, I'm not that good of a player, but I mean, I think I did my job in these 3 games, and I feel like if the rest of the team could have done a bit more, then we would have been able to win this one. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want, it would be nice if you would leave a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I promise not all of my World of Tanks videos will be this depressing. My next tank I'm going to review is probably going to be the Mustian, which is the true Minnie Mouse, because I managed to unlock that one, and I already have a couple of replays picked out that I played a bit better than I did in these with, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys those. And anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. great life and however long until I release a new video. And that's about it. Take care.